Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Dad.
You can call me Mr. Lee.
Mr. Lee.
Does anyone raise your hand if you think you know what the name of this fish is?
Is it a minnow?
It's not a minnow. The shad is a migratory fish that lives in the Atlantic Ocean and swims up into the tributaries on the East Coast, into the Chesapeake Bay and the Anacostia to lay its eggs every year in the spring. It's hugely important for the wildlife and also for people historically in a number of ways, including George Washington was able to catch enough shad with his shad business to buy back Mount Vernon out of bankruptcy.
So the river and our rivers that bisect through the city are so critically important to us because they add such an important ecology to the city. They sustain a lot of wildlife, they sustain the environment around them. They give us a great place to go, to fish, to recreate, to put our kayak on, and we want them clean and we want to be able to do those things. That's really the key element to this and the importance to the city of Hyattsville.
What we're going to do is we're going to raise these baby fish and then we're going to release them in the Anacostia. So I've been working in classrooms doing the shad program for nearly 12 years. It's by far the most exciting program that I've been involved in. It's condensed into a period of a week to modify the laboratory hatchery and adapt it to a classroom setting. They ended up using a trash can, a keg bucket, and some 2x4s and some tubes and figured out a great, inexpensive mechanism that allowed nearly 100 schools at a time to grow shad in their classrooms and release them back into the wild. So our job today is to sort the dead eggs from the live eggs. The ones that are white are the ones that are dead, and we're going to take them out.
Oh, you two are working together. You two are working together.
I want to say thank you for helping with this fish. We're gonna grow these little baby fish. We're gonna get them in the river. We're gonna bring back the shad fish. I really appreciate all everyone's help.
I think the first thing to remember is that the river is not independent in of itself. It is all of the ecosystem, trees, grass, plants, and the city protects that through having a number of different programs like aggressive litter pickup, which takes the litter off of the streets and not letting it dump into the streams and the rivers. Planting trees, an aggressive tree planting program. An aggressive program to plant, at least to date, over 20,000 square feet of rain garden. That helps water filtrate into the groundwater and doesn't pour directly into the streams, reducing the amount of pollution that goes into our streams.
We want to live in a place that feels nice, but it all starts at home. And for us, our home is here at the Northwest Branch. And so everything that we do in our neighborhood goes right into this river, right here, just a couple blocks from our homes. We want to be able to swim in our Northwest Branch. And one day we will. We're on that track right now to be at a point, maybe before our children grow up, where we can go swimming in this river.
The Shad project with Hyattsville Elementary School is so important because it starts with children. It starts with that environmental education at a very early age. It gets these kids just not in the classroom, but out here on the river, getting a sense of what it means to them now and what it'll mean to them, 15, 20, 30 years from now.
I grew up on the Chesapeake Bay fishing and crabbing. That connection to the land and the water and the empathy that I had for the wildlife was instilled in me in a young age. All right, see all those fish in there? Yeah, they're swimming around. They're getting ready to go out into the ocean once we put them in the river.
What are you doing? I have a fact. And so then We have baby shad fish, and the little babies, we're going to release them in the Anacostia River.
On the count of 3, we're going to pour our fish into the water. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
And I said bye to the fishies.
I think today was great because we poured the fish inside the river and they could be free and come back and lay their eggs. Then more fish comes.
This is the most awesome day. One of the most awesome days I've ever had. Like, I'm pretty sure this might be one of my favorite field trips.
We can talk about ecology, we can talk about science, we can talk about all those things, but really it's this piece of us that belongs to the water. We live in water when we're born, and it supports us as we continue through our lives. It's so critically important. And you know, that's it. It's our love of that really is the most critical thing.
As I've been educating children over the past 12 years in conservation, there they go. Okay, awesome. I've realized the importance to help other people have those same experiences and find that same connection. And it provides meaning for what I do.
Bye.